Hello there, everyone. Zantok here with Nonary Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Virtue's Last Reward, the second game in the Zero Escape series. Now, of course, as you know, this game's already been played on Twitch, and this is all just archive footage, so if you'll just give me a moment here, I'm going to jump back to a previous point in my timeline, and we'll continue with the game. What I want to do right now is I want to click on this one here where Alice got stabbed, because I'm curious about why it went to green. Oh, goddamn, I did it again. Fuck! I'm curious why it's green. Because the lock for stopping Fi started out as a black space. But then we went through the whole other side of it, and we got ourselves with the 9 points. That lock turned green, which is weird. So I want to go back to the Alice one, which went green immediately. And let's just find out. I wonder if it went... The only answer I have two possibilities. One, the green and black means nothing. Which doesn't seem to make sense considering this used to be black. But two, when you get to a space like this, it always shows you the lock first. And then you have to... And then if it's... Whether or not you already, you got what you needed for it. Because we found Alice over here. On this side of things. I'm pretty sure. I think we did that. And then you have to reload that same spot to see what is beyond the lock, even if you already had the answer. I'm not sure. Let's find out. The skip has already stopped. Then suddenly the world shifted. Oh, nope, she's right there. For just an instant, I was somewhere else entirely. My mind reeled, and then just as I had begun to adjust, it was gone, as if nothing had happened. Okay, so I'm thinking my theory is right. It's always just going to show you the lock first, and you can just, if it's green, you can just go back in and open it. What was that? It was the same sensation I'd felt when I saw the vision of the bombs exploding. Had it been a premonition? Also, I wanted to check... Oh, wait, no, what does it actually say on this lock? Because I didn't actually look at that. Who planted the bomb? Okay. I just wanted to know what it was. This is bad. I need to find Alice now. Also, what is after the flowchart? I keep opening. What is it after? Quite a bit. There's a whole other choice where we'll actually get to go through the third set of doors, I'm assuming. Oh, wait, no. This wouldn't be the third set of doors. This is the vote on ally or betray. Oh, right. Where could she be? Damn it, Alice, where are you? She is in the garden. That's where we... Wait, no. I forget. That's where... Fuck it, I already clicked it. Might as well try the garden. I set off at a dead run. It was the crew quarters, damn it! It was the crew quarters. And the other reality, she was found in the garden. Well, no. I'm not sure what the... Because we found her dead in the crew quarters. But Alice was found by Fi in the garden. But I think we already checked the garden on this path. If it fucked up, we can just reload it. Oh god, I have to go through all the transitions again. Ah! No! Don't make me do that! Fi, Quark, and K search this place. Shit. Empty. She's not here. We need to find her quick or she's going to do something bad. If what I just saw was a vision of the future... I've got to hurry. I searched every corner of floor B. She was nowhere to be seen. Okay, so we picked the wrong thing. We fucked it up. This is pointless. I should just get back to floor A. Maybe someone else has found her. Yeah, I picked the wrong thing. She's gonna be dead again. So I need to reload this part. I have to choose the crew quarters this time. Okay. What about the crew quarters? Yeah. That has to be it. Achievement unlocked. No lines out of the job. Hey. How much you me running through Jabberwock? Just a Sigma running through the AB warehouse. Oh, God. Well, I mean, they're both gonna be pretty fit after all that running. Kind of, for one of them. The moment I entered the crew hallway, I made straight for the door to the number 2 room. Alice should be in here. I swallowed and threw open the door. Alice? So, you were here. As I spoke, her eyes turned toward mine, but I didn't get the feeling that they were looking at me. Her skin was pale and sickly, and one of her hands held a scalpel like I'd caught her in the middle of something.
What are you doing here?
Stopping you. It's okay. I'm just here to help you. Yes.
What do you mean?
Just, listen, I need you to drop the scalpel.
No.
Please?
I need it to get this bracelet off.
What?
Remember what Zero Jr. told us? The bracelet comes off when your heart stops.
Yeah?
So I just have to...
Stop? Before I even finished the word, I was running. I grabbed both her arms and wrenched them back, pulling the blade away from her chest.
No! Let me go! I have to do this! I can't take it anymore. This whole thing is like a nightmare I can't wake up from.
I mean, that part's accurate.
The only way I'm going to get out of here is to die!
No! Just stop it. With a grunt, I tore the scalpel from her hands. It was a second before I felt a burning pain in my left hand. I'd apparently cut myself getting the damn thing away from her. Very quickly, it progressed from a dull throbbing to a hot light of pain across my palm. I clenched my teeth and squeezed my hand tight. I was so focused on my pain that I barely heard Alice collapse. She didn't respond when I shook her. Hey, are you alright? Alice? Say something. There was a moment of terror before I realized she was still breathing. I didn't know why, but it seemed like she'd only passed out. Oh, shit. What am I supposed to do now? God damn it. Maybe the infirmary? I mean, he's got all those medical things. Alright, pick her up. Buoyed by adrenaline, I hefted Alice's body and took off toward the infirmary and left the scalpel on the floor.
Alright, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
Skippity skip!
Everything's coming up Sigma, huh?
What? What'd I miss?
What a lucky man you are.
Hey.
You two are gonna be playing against Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally. That means if she stays here, the two of you are gonna be sitting pretty.
Uh-oh.
Especially you, Sigma.
Dio, you are the most finger-pointery guy in this whole game.
After all, you've got 6 BP right now.
Are you saying I'm gonna choose Betray?
If you do, you'll get what you need to escape.
You fucking bastard. There's no way I'd do that. Yes, it is so. For one, I'm not the only one making this decision. Luna's my partner, and she'll be in the AB room with me. You really think she'd just stand by and let me do something like that? Back me up here, Luna.
Well, actually I was planning to let you make the decision.
Ah, right. It's protagonist syndrome.
See? Told you. You can lie to us if you want, but you can't lie to yourself.
Oh, shut up. What?
If I might make a suggestion, what if Sigma and Luna both remained here? Should all three of you abstain, then you would all be guaranteed to ally, correct?
Well, it doesn't work that way. Doesn't work like that. Here. Take a look at this. I pulled a scrap of paper we'd found out of my pocket.
Huh? What's this?
We found it when we went to the archives.
There wasn't anything like this in the pantry.
Nothing in the garden either.
I guess they only put one in the archives. Whatever. I'll just read it for you. See, here's the question. They may not believe it, because I'm the guy that's just like, man, you could win. And they're saying, why don't you stay here? I was like, actually, I can't just stay here. Here's some more rules you didn't know about. I absolutely could see them being like, yeah, I don't believe that. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. Get it? The whole team can't abstain.
That means either Dio or Tenmyoji's going to have to vote then. And they're playing against Alice. Oh. I guess playing against is a little generous.
So, Alice is guaranteed to vote ally, which means that a Dio picks betray.
Knock it off. You trying to get back at me for what I said earlier?
I mean, yes.
No way am I gonna choose betray. You do know her BP's at 1, right?
I don't trust
What do
you.
you think would happen to her if I did that?
Death.
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I wouldn't put it past you.
What?
Cool it, boys. Don't worry. I'm gonna be in that room too. I'd planned to stay here with Quark, just to make sure he was safe. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna have that luxury.
Are you not going to punch Dio this time? I really liked it when you punched Dio.
Can't
It was
trust Dio to
great.
Make a decision for all 3 of us. That means we're gonna be sharing a room, bucko. I've got my eye on you. Happy now, Sigma?
Yes. Thank you. That's a relief.
Exactly.
Oh man, everybody's against me. Whatever shall I do?
Can't be too careful. I wouldn't want to see Alice killed by an unfortunate accident.
What do you mean, accident?
Oh, you know. Oops, my finger slipped. And I hit betray by accident. Hey, Zoe, what's up?
Oh! Tenmyoji, before we went into the CDs, you told Alice there was something you wanted to tell her.
Zoe, I still have not heard back from Way Out Trail. I sent him a message, and he hasn't said shit. And he currently shows away on Discord, so I don't know.
What was it?
Huh? Oh, that, well, I mean, look, it wasn't important. Just forget about it.
Just send him a bunch of messages and annoy the fuck out of him.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's running out, people. Clover and I will stay here and keep an eye on Alice and Quark. Everyone else needs to go.
What?
You're staying too?
Yeah. If something does happen, Clover might need a hand.
Aren't you a solo? You're playing against Kay and Quark, but with Quark out, that means Kay would decide this whole round.
Are you saying that you trust me?
Yes.
Even though I have 6 BP?
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you nuts? What happens when he gets 9 BP?
I'm not worried. Kay won't betray me.
How can you know that?
I just know, I guess.
You just know? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Had something happened between Fi and Kay while they were out exploring?
I understand. I can hardly betray trust like that, can I? I will vote for our team.
Good. We're counting on you.
I've had enough of this bullshit.
4 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Come on! We need to hurry!
All right, you kids. Take care of those two, okay?
Of course.
We promise.
With that, we were off. I gave one last quick nod to Fi and Clover before heading back to the warehouse at a dead run. And here's the infinite transitions. Woohoo! 4 minutes before death. Ghost trick, probably. Everybody ready? I'm gonna open my AB gate. Although, I guess that doesn't really matter. Dio already opened one earlier.
Then only you and I remain.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Two more AB gates slid open. We all shared one last look at each other before ducking into our respective rooms. The enigmatic game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished.
Two minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What are you going to do? I mean, how are you going to vote?
Oh, no question. If Clover isn't voting, then she's defaulting to ally. Betraying someone who wasn't even playing hardly seems fair.
Of course, I think so too.
Until we get to that bridge of the timeline where I have to, and that's gonna feel real fucking shitty.
I'm just glad to hear you say it.
Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the Nonary Game didn't seem so scary. Then she spoke.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand?
Oh, yeah, I got a cut. It hurt bad.
There's something white on it.
Wait, what? There's what? Wait, what the hell's this? For the first time since I found Alice in the crew quarters, I looked down at my hand, and across the palm was some sort of strange white liquid. For a moment, I thought I'd somehow touched some white paint or something similar, but the truth was far stranger. The liquid was coming from my hand. It's not clone theory. It's robot theory! It was coming from the cut I'd given myself when I grabbed the scalpel away from Alice. But why? Where was the blood? I felt a very odd sort of fear begin to wrap its hand around my throat. Quickly, I held my palm against my chest. I shouldn't have let Luna see that.
Are you alright?
Nope! Yeah, it's nothing! I went to the pantry while I was looking for Alice. It's just flour. It's flour, and I got my hand wet, so it's just wet flour on my hand. There is milk, and I spilled milk. Milk does not stay on your hand like that unless it's bad, sir. It's not even stupider as I said it.
Really?
Yeah, totally milk. Just shut up. It's fine, alright? I'm fine. Leave me alone. I am not a cyborg. I don't have milk blood. I regretted the words the moment they were out of my mouth, but something was wrong, very wrong, and my head was spinning.
Sigma.
Oh man. I'm so sorry. Just don't worry about it, okay?
30 seconds remain until polling closes.
Oh shit. There was no time left. I had to vote. I turned and faced the machine. I took a few deep breaths, but the chaos in my mind refused to calm itself. Calm down. Just calm down. You need to think about the AB game right now. Just forget about your hand in the milk blood. Who was I kidding? There's no way I could forget about something like that.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Obviously, we're gonna click ally. What the hell's wrong? What the hell's the cursor doing? Sometimes the cursor is switching back to the default cursor on the computer, but it's just like for the splittest of moments. What? That is weird.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Somehow, Clover betrayed us.
Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Sigma sure looks waiting until the last second, huh? Yeah, and it's honestly driving me up the goddamn wall. Like, I would be hitting that button so fucking fast when I get in there. It's like, nope, we ally. I ain't gonna fucking risk it. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others filing out of their rooms as we did.
So you chose ally after all?
Of course! What kind of monster do you think I am? To be honest, the AB game was the last thing on my mind. Every time I've chosen Betray, it's because I had to see an alternate timeline. I've always wanted to click ally. As chaotic as my thoughts were, they all centered on one thing. The mysterious white liquid.
Do you want to go see the results?
I want to know if my hand's still white or if it turned back to red. Luna nodded and walked off toward the projection, but I couldn't move. I glanced around to make sure no one was watching, and opened my hand. Still white, okay. The liquid didn't seem to have clotted or run out, since it was still oozing thickly out of the slit in my hand. Oh god, that's gross. No. What in the hell is this? It couldn't be blood, could it? No. That was impossible. No matter how many white blood cells clumped together, you'd never get anything that looked like that. And I'd never seen my blood do this before. In 22 years of my life, I'd seen my body bleed many times. Scraped knees as a kid, accidental nicks with a knife as an adult, but every single time, I bled red, like any other human being. So why was it that this time it was white? It's because we're a cyborg now. What the hell is happening to me?
Hey, Sigma, what are you doing?
Over here. Admiring the scenery.
Show the results.
Yeah, right. On my way. Yes, Sigma is your age, Zoe. 12. I did my best to compose myself and headed over to join the others.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Listen, Zoe, you're the one that made the mistake of talking about your age. You know what this community does to you.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
I was about to say, that somehow becomes Betray. I'm gonna flip the fuck out. Yes, it has been going on for 6 years. Why am I getting messaged from by my brother? It's a good moment to just, like, you know, take a brief pause and be like, oh, package. Okay. I'll take care of that later.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Yeah, everyone else is the best possible outcome, and people should have done it in the first fucking round. Because, I mean, look at this. With the exception of Tenmyoji and Alice, in round 3, everybody else could hit 9 points if they just all do ally. Like, come on, guys, we can all escape together.
This is incredible. Look, everyone voted ally.
Why did the music get super ominous, though?
You did just like you promised, Kay.
How could I choose betray after what Phi said to me?
Tenmyoji and Dio voted ally too.
Of course. If we hadn't, Alice would have died.
Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess.
He so wanted to.
We should thank the both of you as well. I'm happy to see you also chose ally.
Why are we getting the scary music when we all did the good thing?
I didn't have anything to do with it. That was all Sigma.
Then thank you very much, Sigma.
You're welcome.
Sigma?
What?
Sigma, are you alright?
No.
Come on, what's wrong?
My hand?
Just say something.
My hand? Oh, hi. Yes, I just have normal hand blood, nothing to see here. Looks like we all allied, isn't that swell?
Sigma,
Yeah?
what the hell's wrong with you?
Man, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you've been acting a little out of it ever since we came out of the AB rooms. What happened? You make it past at Luna and get shot down?
No, nothing like that. This is what happens if you eat too much glue in elementary school. Oh no.
Hey man, it was a joke. You remember what that is? A joke?
Yeah, Kelly just told one.
You're in pretty bad shape, huh?
Before Dio could continue, the heavy metal rumble of doors shutting echoed through the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round.
Is this skip
Star
text?
keys
Nope, okay.
are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
We can open the gates as many times as we want to? Then, that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we like. Right?
In theory.
Hey, Zero Jr. said something about this, didn't he?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled out automatically.
So what I want to know is if somebody were to actually be dead, and we were to keep playing past that point, there's only going to be 8 people, so 2 people can't scan the bracelets. Zero did say that, you know, that people could mix up the rooms, so you don't actually have to go in with who scanned them. But then how does that work for the voting? Because wouldn't it be based on, like, what bracelets were scanned? So are 2 people not going to be able to vote? I don't know the rules for that.
The parent solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah. Right. Sorry to be a pain, but could you all show me your bracelets?
Yeah.
See what all your colors and assignments are.
Sure thing. Everyone nodded and held their arms out towards him. I stared at them, terrified to follow suit, but certain that refusing would only draw more suspicion. So I held my arm out, hand tightened into a white-knuckled fist to hide the white blood coming out of my hand. When their eyes landed on my hand, my heart skipped a beat.
Huh. So Dio and Kay are a yellow pair. Luna and I are both pairs, but our colors are different.
Right. You're a cyan, and I'm magenta.
That makes Sigma the only solo, huh? A red solo. So
Cut.
what are the 4 we left in the infirmary?
Luna and I are pairs, so 2 of them are our partners.
That means the other 2 are solos. Although, I guess we don't know what colors they are.
They're probably green and blue.
Why's that?
Didn't you see them? There are a bunch of white doors in the Floor B warehouse. They have to be the next set of chromatic doors.
Ah, yes. Fi and I saw them as well. On our way back from the garden with the unconscious Quark. And there they were. Each one had a box just like the doors on floor A. Given that, I don't see how there can be any question. Those white doors are our next set of chromatic doors.
I think that our bracelet combinations will have to add up to white in order to open the secondary doors. The pairs are cyan, magenta, and yellow.
Yep.
You see?
Yeah.
That means we don't have a choice.
Then the other 3 colors would have to be red, green, and blue.
Right.
Good. Now that we've got that figured out, I'm heading back to the infirmary for a bit. I want to check up on Quark and Alice.
I shall accompany you then.
Might as well go with you, I guess. No real reason to hang out here.
Well, what will you 2 do?
I need to talk to Sigma about something.
About what?
Something?
Oh, my hand, probably. Her usual pleasant expression had been replaced with something much more sullen. She must have noticed that there was something wrong with me. That was what she wanted to talk about. I was sure of it. Okay, fine. I managed to make my voice sound almost relaxed.
Whoa, hold on. A private talk?
Yes.
What are you guys plotting?
Ice cream social?
We're not plotting anything. I promise. It's nothing.
Fine, whatever. See if I care.
Dio tossed his head with a mixture of arrogance and feigned disinterest, and marched out the yellow door. Ted, Miyoji, and Kay quickly followed. In only moments, all 3 had disappeared. Hi, Luna. So, what did you want to talk about? I was almost certain I knew, but there was always hope, as Kurt Walker likes to say. I did my best to act as if I was genuinely confused.
Oh, I don't really like this room. Could we go somewhere else?
Okay.
Good. I found somewhere nice when I was looking for Alice earlier.
It's not the knife room, is it? You're not going to stab me? As strange as her request was, I had no reason to object. I kept my mouth shut and followed Luna as she headed off. The garden.
You know this place?
Oh yeah, been here a couple times. Sort of, at least. I came here once when I was looking for Alice.
I see.
So, what brings you here?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in the whole facility with anything green.
I mean, there's the green door.
I feel kind of silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors.
I mean, I can't possibly figure out why it would remind you of outdoors.
I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation.
Oh.
Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy.
Okay.
Oh, there's a bench over there. Would you like to sit down with me?
I would rather stand. She sat down softly and gently, and I lowered myself down next to her. Oof, the 3D models. Ah, God. Instead of answering, Luna lifted the tiny birdcage pendant she wore into the palm of her hand. She was silent for a moment, and then began to talk.
Can I tell you something? This is actually a music box.
Really?
Yes.
She twisted the key on the bottom, and it made an almost imperceptible winding noise. When she released it, soft, clear notes drifted out. It's a nice song. Why'd you bring that up, though?
Because I wanted you to know, I guess. I wanted you to know more about me. Maybe it's because I'm so shy, but I don't really have any friends. Or even any acquaintances, really.
But you have coworkers, right?
So I've sort of always been alone. It was really hard. I felt so lonely a lot of the time. And it hurt. It felt like I was just kind of going to collapse from the inside out. That was when I got this music box. Someone very important gave it to me. They didn't say anything, but I felt like there was an unspoken message behind it. Luna, happiness is closer than you think. Do you know Maeterlinck's The Bluebird?
Nope. But Sigma does. Well, I know the gist of it. I think it starts on Christmas Eve. This brother and sister named Till and Mytil? What are these names? Till and Mytil. Fuck it. Get asked to find a blue bird by this old woman, and they travel to the dream world. Or something. Anyway, supposedly if you can catch this bird, then you can make a wish come true. So they visit all these different places, but they can't find it. Eventually, they give up and go home. But when they wake up, the bird is in a bird cage in their hut.
That's right. It's a well-known story. And it teaches a simple lesson.
Yeah, like you said, happiness is closer than you think.
It got me thinking. Maybe the person who gave me this music box was trying to tell me just that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe all of this is just in my head, but I really felt like that was what they'd meant. It was so kind. I kept it with me all the time, like a kind of good luck charm. But one day I realized something. There was another meaning to the bluebird.
Twitter?
In Maeterlinck's original story, it doesn't end with them waking up.
The vocal cover of Pollyanna from Mother references this tale, I believe. Interesting. I did not know that. There's more.
Yes. When Till and Mytil try to feed the bird, it leaves the cage and flies away. And then the story ends.
Wow. What about the moral, then?
It changes. Now the message is that just when you think you found happiness, you'll lose it again. This is why I don't try to think too deeply about things in life. It's too easy to get yourself in a depressive mind state. I thought about that for a while, but in the end, it didn't change how I felt. I don't know what they intended it to mean when they gave it to me, but I decided how I was going to look at it. It means that happiness is something you should always be looking for. And it's only when you're pursuing happiness that you're truly happy.
I mean, I ain't pursuing shit, and I feel like I'm relatively happy. I'm not... Yeah, we'll go with that.
You know, Sigma, I think you might be Till.
What?
You know, the boy who the old lady asked to find the bluebird on Christmas Eve.
Explain yourself. What are you trying to say?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Where did you find Alice?
The crew quarters? What does that have to do with anything,
Just
though?
answer me. Where did you find Alice?
Room 2, in the crew quarters.
Where were you before that?
I was in the lounge. That was after we'd split up to go look for Alice. The first place I went was the lounge.
So you went from the lounge to the crew quarters, where you found Alice.
And then you rushed her to the infirmary, right?
Yeah. But then how did I know that I'd been here before?
Okay, tell me this then. How do you know about the garden?
Yep. Yup.
Just now, you said you'd come here when you were looking for Alice. Didn't you? That doesn't make any sense.
Luna, don't trust us.
There wouldn't have been any time for you to visit the garden while you were looking for Alice. So tell me, Sigma, how do you know about this place?
Well, I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even explain it to myself. Why had I told her I knew about the garden? Why had I told her I'd been there before?
Sigma, are you a robot? Have you always been here?
Baby! What?
See, it would make so much sense if you were. That would explain why you knew about the garden, and it would explain that cut on your left hand.
Damn, so you did see it, huh?
I've been told that robots these days have what's called artificial biological tissue, or ABT, on top of a metal skeleton. It makes them look almost exactly like a human, and ABT uses this white liquid instead of blood.
For some reason, when Luna called me a robot, it hadn't really fazed me. Maybe because it was just so fucking out there. It doesn't sound like a real possibility. It sounded more like a theory you'd get from someone in a nut house. Does that make me somebody in a nut house? Shit. Still. My hand was still oozing white liquid. Was I really a robot? No. That was impossible. I needed to stop doing that. Questioning myself so much was giving me heart palpitations. What if this is Sigma's origin story from Mega Man X? That'd be fucking wild. And I also wonder, man, what happened to my hair? Also, the shape of... Wait, no, the head would be relatively... Oh, shit. Luna, aren't you a little scared?
Scared? Why would I be scared?
Because I might be a robot. Well, if I was a robot, that means there's a pretty good chance that Zero is pulling my strings. That would make me your enemy.
I guess so. Well, even if you were, I wouldn't be scared.
Because she's Zero.
Maybe because you're a robot.
What? We do have those secret... The files that were talking about the 3 laws of robotics. Why were those there? Am I a fucking robot?
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
There it is.
They were a set of rules created by the science fiction author Isaac Asimov.
That doesn't mean real-world robots are gonna have those rules, though. Rule 1. A robot may not injure a human being, or through inaction, a human being to come into harm. Rule 2. A robot must obey any orders given to it by human beings, except when such orders would conflict with the first law. Rule 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Here's going to be the real test. In the other timeline, who did we pair up with? I don't remember who we paired up with. But if we were able to pick Betray against somebody that only had 1 BP, that would pretty much tell us if we were a robot or not. Well, no, it just tells us... You know, actually it tells us nothing. It tells us nothing. They're just an ideal, though. You could work toward that, but I don't think you could ever actually achieve it. I mean, depending on how you program them, robots could do pretty much whatever they wanted to.
Yes, you're right. But I believe in them. In you. However you're programmed.
Why are we just assuming I'm a robot?
I don't think you'd break any of the 3 laws.
But what about the zeroth law?
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. That's not you. You have a heart. You're a good person. It's in your eyes.
I don't like the assumption that, nah, you a robot. I ain't gonna believe anything else now. I don't like this.
Well, I guess I'm just kind of assuming you're a robot.
Yeah!
There's still a chance you're not. We should run some tests.
Looks like GLaDOS.
Yes.
What kind of tests?
The atom should be able to tell us.
That's true. All right, yeah, the thing in the infirmary. Let's go do the make sure I'm not a robot thing. I heard the crunch of dried leaves behind us. Oh no. But when I turned, there was nothing. Who is it?
Is someone there?
Just me.
It had to be her.
Sorry, but can you guys come over here? I need you to see something.
You found the bomb, didn't you? Luna and I looked at one another, shrugged, and stepped into the bushes.
Welcome.
What? How long have you been
Just got
here?
here a little while ago.
How much of the robot conversation did you hear?
Did you hear what we were saying?
No. Were you talking about something you didn't want me to know about?
Yes.
Whatever. Just have a look at this.
I followed the line of her finger. Shit. This is...
Antimatter bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb.
Because that's a different
on the
number.
side.
It says 1.
And the one in the crew quarters said 3, right? Then that must mean...
Shit. There's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere?
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it. That means we're dealing with a combined explosive power equal to 3 tons of TNT.
Who planted them?
Was it you guys?
I don't know. I'm a robot, apparently.
I mean, you've been in here quite a while.
Hey, don't give me that. You're way more suspicious than we are. What were you doing in the bushes anyway?
Well,
Good
I
point.
was taking a walk.
In the bushes? Taking a walk? You really think I'm gonna buy that one?
Fine. You got me. I heard you two were off talking in secret, so I got curious and went back to the Floor A warehouse. Of course you weren't there. That seemed pretty suspicious to me, so I headed here. And just as I'd suspected, there you were, talking on the bench. I snuck up from behind so you wouldn't notice me. Then, just as I was getting close enough to hear, I found the bomb. So, believe me now?
Honestly, yeah. So, who planted the bomb then?
Honestly, it could have been any one of us. Anybody
Well-
could have come here while we were all looking for Alice.
I don't think Quark could have. I think he's in the clear.
We need to tell everyone about this then.
Yeah, you're right. Let's head back to the infirmary. And scan me for robot! I kinda need to know! Everyone else is already there when we read. Damn it. I can't skip. Clover and Tin Miyoji. Kay and Dio. And, of course, Alice and Quark. Both seem to be sleeping peacefully. You'd never think to look at them you'd never think to look at them that they'd been completely insane not so long ago. Alright, everybody. Listen up. I told them how we'd found the #1 bomb in the garden. And how, judging by the numbering on the 2 bombs we'd found so far, there was probably a #2 bomb out there somewhere.
Oh, this is bad. What are we going to do?
Well, I think Alice mentioned something.
There should be an emergency deactivation. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Oh, whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Yeah. That's why I want all of you to let me search you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Chances are whoever planted those bombs is in this room.
Okay. Now hang on a minute, because this is where we were about to have that to be continued in that other timeline. So, are we going to get the answer here, and then we can go into the other one, or are we going to get a to be continued here too? VLR is like Among Us, but 100 times better and with actual stakes. More kids need to play Zero Escape. I mean, yeah. People just, like, games like Among Us, Town of Salem, Ultimate Werewolf, all these games, Goose Goose Duck, people, like, they... How do I want to put this? People, when one becomes the new big thing, they just play the fuck out of it, and then it just becomes... blah. Like, I played Among Us when it came out. Well, not when it came out, but when it became a big thing, you know, I was playing with friends, and I got bored of it super fucking quick. It's like, how can you keep going with this? I would rather play, not to say a real game, because, you know, Among Us is a game, but, like, a game with content in it.
There's also a good chance they've also got the device we need to deactivate the bombs.
So you're planning to search us for it?
Exactly.
But...
No buts. If you refuse, then I'll assume it's because you've got it and you planted the bombs. Unless you want that, I suggest you cooperate.
But can we scan me for robot first?
Clear? Good. Now who's going to be first?
Wait.
Huh?
You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it! The words were out of my mouth before I had even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Five's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person... That person, you did it. The room was suddenly silent. Yep. So I guess we'll catch the person in another timeline. Then we come back to both this spot and the other to be continued spot. And we'll just reveal it there. Okay. So that's kind of interesting to me that we have both these two spots that are a lock. Who planted the bomb? Who planted the bomb? But this is lock number 9. This is lock number... No, I don't want to jump there. And this is lock number 7. Okay. But they both are looking for the same answer. So... Part of me thinking, because this is only 2 pieces here, I kind of want to just jump to this one and see what happens when we choose to betray Clover and just finish the end of this path, and then that is where we will call it. Because 1, I'm hungry, and 2, I don't know if Way Out Trail is ever going to show the hell up, because we're supposed to do Gloomhaven today, but we also messaged me like, hey, we can actually do it tomorrow. Are you able to do it tomorrow? And he has not responded. It's like, dude. But he also shows a way on Discord, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I'm going to go back here, and we're going to betray Clover. And I'm going to catch so much shit for it. Gonna find out what happens when you do that.
gates remain.
I don't like doing it, but we're betraying her. The evil option, yeah? Yeah. Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others filing out of their rooms as we did.
Why?
The timeline demanded it. I'm sorry. I didn't have an answer for her. All I could think about was that white liquid, and that I'm a robot. What was it? Some kind of discharge? Blood? No. It couldn't be blood. Blood wasn't white. That was insane. My hand slipped with all the white blood. I was lost in thought when Luna spoke.
I'm going to the infirmary.
Huh? Wait, don't you want to see the results?
Why? I already know what they're going to be.
Her usually warm personality seemed to have gone cold. Whether it's because I'd chosen betray or because she'd noticed that I was a robot, I just don't know. I don't know.
Excuse me.
Bye. And with that, she was gone. Oh boy, I'm very curious to see how pissed off they get. I turned back to the projection. With heavy steps, I headed toward Kei, Dio, and Tenmyoji.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
What's up, dog? What do you want?
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Oh no! I can just imagine everybody slow turning to me, like, dude.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What the hell?
Sigma has 9 BP?
Yep.
See? I told you! The bastard's finally showing his true colors.
Yep. I did.
What the hell are you doing? Clover isn't even voting.
I have misjudged you. I never thought you would do something so cowardly.
There was nothing I could say. I had chosen betray of my own volition, but had I really pressed that button of my own free will? Or was there somebody controlling me from behind a screen? The more I thought about it, the more I felt as if some other force had guided my hand to the button. Perhaps it had been fear. I was scared by the white fluid that had appeared in my palm. Maybe that had been the tipping point, and I had decided that I had to escape as soon as possible. Damn the consequences. If I got out, then the nightmare would be over. That's all it was, right? A nightmare. It couldn't be real. White blood was insane, impossible. That was when I looked up and saw the others staring at my hand. Shit. I quickly put my hand behind my back, but it was already too late. They moved toward me like wolves closing in for the kill.
Sigma? What was that?
He was cut. It must have been blood.
But why was it white?
Isn't that obvious? He's not human.
Not human?
No! What do you say? Of course I'm human! I'm 100% human!
Explain that white stuff.
I can't! It's milk! I don't know what it is! You have to believe
I'm
me.
afraid you're not being very convincing.
I'm trying? You're one to talk, we can't even see your face! You could be a robot! Maybe it's not even a suit, it's just you! Robot you!
No, that seems extremely unlikely. However bad my amnesia might be, I am quite sure of my humanity. I am, without a doubt, not a robot.
Then take off your helmet, Race. They probably just programmed you to think that.
Alright, it's pretty obvious this guy's dangerous and probably unhinged.
I mean...
We should take him down.
I agree.
Looks like there's no other way. Now that he's got 9 BP from stabbing Clover in the back, there's a good chance he'll try and get out of here by himself.
Hey, hold on a minute. Let's not do anything rash. Guys? I didn't have a choice. I spun around and ran for the number 9 door.
No, I don't think so.
Shit! Let go! Let go of me! I was no match for all 3 of them. Before I could take 2 steps, I was on the floor, pinned. The desperation was only getting stronger, however, and I writhed and twisted in a futile attempt to get free. Oh, God damn it, you have to let me go! This is all some kind of mistake! A misunderstanding! It's a conspiracy!
So, there's a conspiracy to turn your blood white?
Yes!
You're a funny guy.
Thank you.
Stop trying to get away.
What?
It's over.
Shit! Just get off me! Let me go!
Don't calm down, then you leave me no choice. I'd hoped we could avoid this. Try not to struggle too much.
No! Fuck you. Oh, he's just straight up choking me out. That is a trippy background. Oh, we actually woke up? Surprising. The first thing I felt when I woke up was the hard pain of a bruise all the way across my neck. Kay must have suffocated me. My head felt like it had been stuffed with cotton, and I had to put out a hand to steady myself as I stood up. Where am I? Is this the infirmary? How long had I been out? My foot bumped into something, and I looked down to see the injection gun. A glass vial labeled Soparil was still attached to it. The anesthetic. After choking me, they'd made sure I wasn't getting up in the near future. That meant I could have been asleep for a long time, which is actually very curious. Where is everyone? I glanced around the room. They've all escaped and left me behind. That's my guess. It was empty, except for me. It took me a moment to realize what was especially odd about that. Even Quark and Alice had disappeared. What the hell's going on? That was when I noticed it. Quark and Alice weren't the only things that had disappeared. 2 other things. 2 other very important things were also gone. My bracelet and my left hand? What? For a long moment, I just stared dumbstruck. What I was seeing couldn't possibly be real. But there it was. A smooth cross-section of my arm where a hand should have been. A thick, white liquid dripped slowly from the stump. What is this? Oh God. Oh God. I'm gonna pass out again. A scream clawed its way out of my body, taking my mind with it. They stole his bracelet and dipped. I mean, yeah. They don't need me if they just took my fucking arm. Fuck. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and end this episode of Virtue's Last Reward here. I'm sure some things happened. People probably talked. Maybe we saw the puzzle or learned an exciting revelation or so. I'm not sure. This all happened for me months ago. But hopefully, it was a good episode. At least I had a lot of fun, playing through it. And we'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.